Using a SWOT analysis chart, I found that my strengths include my knowledge of software used in game design, such as Blender and Unity, which are two of the most common and important programs for game design. In previous classes, I'd been required to work in a group with others, and I believe I could work well in a group. However, I have noticed that I'm not the most vocal person, and I generally only speak when I'm needed or if I have a question. Another weakness is I haven't yet had a relevant job experience. However, I have been looking for internships in the field. The entertainment field will never go away, and there's always going to be a demand for it. Additionally, the field is always changing, so I would need to be able to grow and adapt with it. Also, the entertainment and game design field is very competitive, and it's one of the most popular fields in recent years. Another issue is the rise of AI content is a serious threat to artists, and game studios may choose it because it's faster and cheaper compared to human artists. So, for my career goals, the short term goals, I plan to graduate in May 2025 with a major in information technology and a focus on digital media and game design. Soon after I graduate, I plan on finding an entry level job in the game design field. And by 2027, I plan on finding a long term career in the game design field. Recent information technology and game design trends. So, as new technologies are created and their use becomes more popular, they're more likely to be incorporated into the game design field. Virtual reality and augmented reality kind of emerged as a novel gimmick a few years back, but people would be unable to use them since it was pretty expensive. Artificial intelligence, however, is available to pretty much everyone, and anyone can use it to generate content. In game design, AI is usually used to generate NPCs or non playable characters, and it's used for procedural generation, like terrain. This can save time and money for a game studio, and it may remove some artists from it though. Similarly, user generated content has become more popular recently, with players creating their own items and things that are used in games. And whether it's through free side content for anyone to download, or it being officially incorporated by the game company. But by far the most important trend is the rise of indie game companies. These are small companies that are made up of a group of people that create games without funding from large studios. Pretty much anyone can make their own indie game studio and have their games published online. This allows more people to get involved in game design. Back in the SWOT analysis chart, I'd said that the game design field and information technology in general is always changing. So the best way to develop my skills and adapt with it would be to find an internship in the game design field. With an internship, I can gain hands-on knowledge and experience in the field, more than I would in a school course. And some certifications I would look into getting would be Unity Certified Expert Gameplay Programmer, Unreal Engine certification, and CG Cookie certification for Blender. These aren't official certifications, but they are widely recognized in game companies. For networking, there are yearly events and conferences that I could attend, such as the Game Developers Conference, which is the largest conference in the game design field. There's a lot of like minded students, such as myself, as well as industry leaders and large studios that attend. There are also a lot of online meetings that I could join. In fact, in August, I had joined a Discord server for P1 Games to learn more about the field and the game design process. There's also internships for larger companies that could open doors both within the company itself as well as with other companies. Advancing an IT career can be challenging due to rapid technological changes, which will require constant learning and self improvement. Skills can quickly become outdated, making continuous learning very important. It's also important to remember that game design, and IT in general, is a very competitive field. Access to resources for learning, networking, or obtaining certifications may be time limited, or limited by budgetary or geographic constraints. Some short term milestones I've set for myself are attending a games conference such as GDC, working an internship for a game studio, which I'll need to graduate, and attending more online meetings with game companies, which will help me improve my skills. I began college in August of 2020, and I plan to graduate by May 2025. In order to get my major, I'll need to work an internship, and I plan to start one this October and finish it by graduation of next year. After graduation, I plan on finding an entry level job and working there until I can secure a long term job by 2027.